And what's with the what is with YouTube's new loading bar at the top for live streaming? Testing my mic. Okay. Okay, I muted it for a second, but what is with this thing now? Sometimes the footage keeps lagging behind. Okay, I think the testing is done now. I can go into what I am streaming about. Hi. So, right now I'm going to tell you about what's going to come soon to this channel, what's going to come soon to my label, and what is going on right now. So, first things first is I now have Facebook, and I didn't have it before. I don't have any apologies for it because, I was caught up in a lot of other things, but I am finally going to share you all the link to my label's Facebook page, and I will put that in the chat right here. Let me test that link, see if it works, and it does work. All right, so speaking of the label, not only will you be able to find links to my Bandcamp releases, but also some announcements as to what's new, what's coming soon, and all that. That I'll also share in the Bandcamp community to those of you who don't have Facebook. And, I do have a personal Facebook profile myself. I'm just not going to put it here because I don't want any friend requests from people I don't even know. Or I don't want to be overwhelmed by those. I've already reached over 100 friends, even though I've used the platform for less than a week. It's overwhelming, but it's incredible. All right. Speaking of the label, I am slowly over time uploading the Eternal Mystery discography. I have it all on CD and digital, except for the demos. Those I do not have, and I have turned the internet upside down looking for those. And I mean both versions of the 2005 demo and the 2010 demo, which has 3 tracks that were later put into the last full-length Flesh Separation, and that's going to go up next to last on Bandcamp. The one that's going up last is a compilation of all the tracks contributed to Splits, and that, I don't know how many tracks it's going to be, but I will say it will be quite a lot. And what's up, Jason? And I've already got a custom cover art arranged for that. I already have that reserved on my desktop. I will use it when I finally upload them, and it will probably be the day before I leave on vacation. I'm going to be going to Missouri, and I've already taken a look-see at the house. God bless you, my good friend. Thank you so much. But this Monday, I've also uploaded the long-suffering 2006 demo. I've already got all the tracks from the 4-Way Noise Explosion CD, plus a loose single, which I can't remember if it was uploaded to MySpace or not. I don't want to check that out right now because, man, live streaming on this computer just makes it so slow. But what's next on my list? I've already tried contacting Anatomy of a Creation, Corpse Under Construction. What else is there that hasn't? Oh, Demonic Dismemberment and Natazorg for permission to upload some of their old content. I haven't heard back from them yet. Hopefully they do come through soon because, their old stuff, they're now rarities, and I'm hoping to resurrect them, as I've already resurrected a lot of the Christian underground metal from about 10 years ago, and maybe a little more over that. They will be digitally available in the modern style, thanks to Bandcamp. That's why I love the platform. I may or may not upload the Long Suffering and Dead Risen collaboration that was called Amazing Grace. Ray Banda from Long Suffering had already uploaded 4 of the tracks onto his YouTube channel. I don't know if that counts as all of them, because he said in the description that the last track had his wife on vocals. I didn't hear them, so I don't know if he had them all or not. I don't know, maybe I'll ask Dead Risen about that. We'll see. But just make sure there's no noise. So what about this channel? You bring classic Christian underground metal to the forefront. Yeah, I mean, the rarer the better. That's what I'm thinking, and that's why it always brings me so much joy whenever I unbox some old homemade CDs, or if they were pressed professionally but soon became dormant. Still, it's, I'm proud to tuck those into my collection, as well as the modern music of today. Be quiet. What do you? We have other trash cans.
Yeah, but I'm supposed to make the kitchen.
I'll do it for you, okay? Thank you. Sorry about that. What about my channels? So, I mean, it depends on what new content comes to my label. I mean, you've already seen me upload the Vital Force EP. That is actually completely new. It was not underground. I mean, it may be in a sense because of the lo-fi production, but Jason did get a new recorder, so hopefully the next Chains of Bondage full length will have that perfect sound that we were all looking for. But in case you have, most bands have little to no budget. Dude, I don't have a job of my own. That's why my content is lo-fi as well. That's why I always record my vocals on my phone. And I always do instrumentals on GarageBand. MIDI grind is what it is. Oh, it's going to sound amazing. I should hope so. I should hope so too. I mean, I did record vocals for a new EP of my own, 3 tracks in total, but I never got around to do instrumentals yet. I still have the recorded vocals on my computer. But I've been caught up in a lot of other things. I never recorded instrumentals yet. It's probably going to be as messy and spamming keys, kind of like the old school Ganglia, which I've been hoping to promote Ganglia's old stuff as well. Anyway, back to my channel. In case you have or have not noticed, I took down the 2 Embodiment 1214 albums off my channel. And it was because the debut album, Elements of This Man-Made Man, I got a copyright claim on every single track as soon as that album became available on Spotify and iTunes. So I had to take it down, and I'm sorry to disappoint all those people who have heard of that album way back in the day. But don't worry, it's now that it's available on the iTunes store, you can go get it yourself, or on Bandcamp from the label the Metal Onslaught. Sorry, I can't talk well today. The Metal Onslaught is hosting that as well. It's Name Your Price, so you can pay them or you can get it for free. So yeah, but thank you for all the kind comments of, like, thank you for resurrecting this or for bringing back good memories. You're very welcome. It was my pleasure. Now for the audio plays. So all of you who may have heard the last PlayStation All-Stars episode, Chronica's Endgame, I've had that coming for a while. And fun fact, that was actually the first episode I started writing the script for this year. Yes, I was still finishing up season 2 with my older brother, and the final episode of that was kind of rushed. I mean, the way my brother wrote scripts was in a completely different format than what I did, and because there were no narration cues, that built up a little frustration in me as I was recording voices for it. So I had to just wing it, try putting a narration of my own. But at least we managed to get through it. I mean, at least we managed to wrap up the story. But for Chronika's Endgame, if it wasn't for you, I probably would have never done another Chains of Bondage album. Man, when I see old school grind like that, I just want to turn the internet upside down looking for it. And what better way to embrace it more than to talk to the artists themselves? It's always an awesome thing to do, and I'm glad I helped give you the motivation to make more content. You're very welcome, my friend. Let's see. Chronika's Endgame. Yes, I did start on the script for that in February. I think it was like January or February. But I did start some bits and pieces of that script. I didn't complete it yet. I approached my friend B-Master Animation for some assistance. We got some more of it done. But then around the same time, I thought of writing an audio play adaptation of The Awakening. I mean, it wasn't called The Awakening when it was released on fanfiction.net. It was called PSAS The Movie because it was movie length. It was a lot longer than all my other ones. So it was a crowning achievement of late summer and early fall of 2014 that I wanted to resurrect in another way. I wanted to bring back the good memories in the modern audio play format that I usually do nowadays. I mean, fanfiction.net, that place is like deserted and depressing. But even this year, I've gone back and I have tweaked my old writing style into my modern style and reissued it. So yeah, The Awakening, that was actually one of the best ones I've done this year. And Chronika's Endgame might have been the next best, but I am working on something completely original right now. This is not fanfiction. This is something completely different. This is something starring characters that I made myself. And I don't have any character designs to show other than what my profile picture is that you see here. My profile picture, that is my made-up character, and I've already made a video explaining, who he is, what inspired me to create him almost 10 years ago, and why I'm so proud to be his creator. Why I feel like we're so alike to each other. He's going to be the star of this show, and he'll finally reveal his true origin, where he's from. I mean, not in terms of me creating him, but like fictional story about where he came from and what his goals are. And it's called Princely Power. So if you see any hashtags that go by Princely Power, then you'll know. And I've already took a picture of the script in progress. I mean, it is complete. I'm just waiting for my dad to look over it. But I already took a picture of me typing the script, and I posted it on Facebook to kind of get the word out, kind of give a hint as to what I was working on. And hopefully I will be able to hire someone who can create character designs for them. Because right now, those designs are just in my head. Almost fresh. Like, they evolved slowly over time, but hopefully I can get someone to draw character designs for all of them so that once it gets up on YouTube and you see these characters, you should know exactly whom to picture, know what to picture in your head when you hear a character speaking. That's going to be up there for you. So, I mean, I haven't found anyone yet to draw them, but hopefully that comes around soon. But why I'm asking my dad for advice or constructive feedback, criticism, is because he's written his share of fictional novels before. I don't know if you're familiar with them, but he wrote the books Son of the Age, Man from the North, Daughter of Two Worlds, and there's another one coming soon. But it's all part of an On series. The On series, that's what it's called. On must be like the world it's from. I don't know, I've never read them before, but he has published them. Available in paperback and Kindle formats under his company, InSparket Media. Or InSparket Publishing, I forgot. But yeah, hopefully his advice will come through. Hopefully he will like it. And hopefully I'll be able to bring it out soon. Although I do have the feeling that this is going to be the hardest to produce since these are all original characters. And if I do kind of look for voice actors, voice talents for these characters, then they might get confused. That's a fear I have since they're not very familiar with them. They're all original. If they're not very familiar with them, I may need to give a little more direction as to how I want the voices to be. I mean, obviously, the lead character is going to be voiced by me because, Kayata, that's my character. I made him. He's like a son to me, and I thought, well, if anyone should voice him, it should be me because, we kind of share a personality with wits and humor and sarcasm and a strong sense of justice. Whew. Yeah, I practically got all that out very quickly as I could. 17 minutes. And I'm getting the shakes. I'm getting hungry. So I got all that out. And to any of you latecomers out there, you'll get excited for all that's coming soon. The next PSAS episode most likely won't be until Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart gets released, so that I'll be able to get a better view of the story and know the other parts of the timeline Ratchet fixed after defeating Chronica in our last caper. So Beemaster and I already have a rough plot laid out. It's not official, but once Rift Apart gets released, we'll have a better understanding of the story. We'll be able to get it all figured out. And I don't plan on buying a PlayStation 5 as soon as it gets released because I don't have a job, like I said, so I wouldn't be in the budget to buy one. Most likely, when I do get a job, which probably won't be until a very long time, maybe I'll wait until the price of the console drops. It's not something I need necessarily, but it'd be cool to have one. But there's only one game for it that I would ever want for it. Unless Mortal Kombat comes out with a new installment for that console, that would be awesome. And please, Twisted Metal, have a new game or a remastering of a game, because it should not be a dead franchise, really. Anyway, that is it. And I will see you all later. Sorry to all the latecomers out there. I'll see ya.